Okay, Alice, this is your first go at a foundation tier paper. You're anticipating a mark of 40. You need 60 really to be sure of a grade C. But like I said, this is your first go, so if you end up with 40, then that gives us something to work on over the coming weeks and months. So let's see how you get on. A multiple of 8 that is between 70 and 79. So you're looking to go through your 8 times table until you find a number between 70 and 79. And basically what they're looking for there, 9 8s are 72. 8740. To the nearest 100, because that's only 36, it's nearer to 8,700 than 8,800. 1, 2, 4, 8 is correct. You're missing 16. 16 goes into 16 once. So you'll get 1 mark for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above it. For this, it's not enough to say 1,000. Yes, it's in the thousands column, but because the digit is an 8, that means its value is 8,000. Square numbers, you need to know. 1 times 1 is 1, 2 2s are 4, so 4 is a square number, 3 3s are 9, 9 is a square number, 16 is a square number, 25, 6 6 is a 36, and we want to keep going until we get the one that's in the 80s, which is 9 9s are 81. You've missed out here in this question that he had £1 left over, so they only cost him £14, not £15. So on that you will lose 2 marks. It isn't 20%, it's 1 in 4, not 1 in 5. 1 in 5 would be 20%. 1 in every 4 is black, which is 25%, a quarter. That's good. And prime numbers are numbers that only go into themselves and 1. So 17 is a prime number because only 17 and 1 go into it. 16 isn't, because as we saw over there, all those numbers go into it. So the smallest one that comes after 20 is 23. So on that first page you've scored 9. That's correct. Unfortunately, that isn't, because 20 lots of 24 are 480. 60 is correct. Cone is correct. Pyramid is correct. Spelled it wrong. It's pira, not priya. And that isn't a hexagon. Hexagon has got 6 sides. That's got 8. So that's an octagon. Think octopus. Diameter is correct. That's called a tangent. You need to know that. And that's called a chord. And you need to know that. So 2 there, 1 there, 6 for the page. Right. A couple of mistakes here. First of all, that is a line of symmetry, but there are 2 more there which go through the centres of the other 2 diamonds. So no marks for that one because you missed 2 out. And on this one, the vertical and horizontal are correct, but there are no diagonal lines of symmetry because of this arrow line here. If you turn the page, so you're looking along your line of symmetry, you can see there that that isn't being reflected over there, so therefore it's not a line of symmetry. So too many mistakes there. On this one, what have you done here now? 10 times 3 is 30. 2 times 3 is 6. Where does that 3 come from? Okay, so the 3 is coming from you saying that you've got that one there, and that one there. and then you've got that 2, that 2 and that 2. For the perimeter you need to travel around the entire outside of that shape. So you need to, if you start there, you go there 10 and 2, and then you're going to walk along there, which is 10 and 2, and that one there, which is 10 and 2. Then you've got to go in here as well, which is another 10. That distance there, well, if it's 10 all the way and you've got a 2 and a 2 there, that means that that distance must be 6. Then you've got to go along there, which is another 10 and another 2 to go back to the start. So you've got to travel a lot further than what you're seeing there. And then for the area, you work out the area of each rectangle. So this rectangle here is 10 times 2, which is 20, and they're all the same. So that's 20 and that's 20. So the area is 60. You don't need to add that. Your units are centimeters squared. So for this one, your method's wrong. You're not making your method clear, but you will get the unit mark for centimeters squared. So 1 mark for that. Okay, so you haven't actually done anything with that other than copy out the information above. What they're looking for you to do is to estimate. So you're going to use 4 for that, maybe 5. 915, 4, let's make it 900. 290, let's make it 300. 98 kids, let's make it 100 pupils. And then you do the maths with the easier numbers to work with. Down 5, down 4, that's good. Okay, so that is 60, 20, yeah, that's good. 14 miles to the gallon isn't. So what you need to do here is 40 kilometers per meter is going to be off your page. So you use 20 kilometers per litre, read off 20. So what's 20 going to be? You do it accurately with a ruler. So 20 km per litre will be 57 mpg. So you would double it for 40. So that's the method that they're looking for you to use there. 2 marks for that, 4 for the page. Half of 320, that's the right thing to do, but it's easier, I would say, to think, well, 50p is a half. Half of that is £160. So you're about to do the right thing there, but you haven't actually done it. And then you need to work with the probabilities from the table on the previous page. Take a look how I go through that on the video clip. For this one, 66 is that angle there, not that angle there. Taking it away from 100, that from 180 gives you the angle the other side on a straight line. Then you need to spot that that's an isosceles triangle, which means that that side is also 66, and work from there. So you got 1 mark for working with 180, but then nothing. And then similarly with this one, the first thing you have to do is work out what that angle there is by taking 106 away from 180. Then you add those 3 up and take it away from 360. So it isn't that value there. So again, 1 mark for recognizing you need to take them away from 360, but then no marks for what you've done with it. 2 for the page. 9.5 is correct. Then these ones are not right. So B, which is over there, so what you need to do is work out how long that side is, because once you've worked out how long that side is, that's what you would need to add on to 14 there. Now if it's 9 to 0 and then another 3 that side, that is 12. So if that distance is 12, it means that that distance there is 12 as well. So 14 and 12 is 26. So that's going to be 26. And then this distance, you're going from 9 to 5, so that must be 4, which means that that is down 4 from 0, so that's going to be negative 4. So that's that one. And then to get from there to there, so we're on this parallelogram part, we've got to go across and down, because that's how coordinates work. They work in horizontal and vertical movements. So to go from across from 9 to 14 means you're going across 5, and then you're going from 9 to 0, it means you're going down 9. So to go from there to there, you're going down another 9, so you end up negative 13, and then you've got to go back that way 5, so you go from 26 back 5, 21. So that's quite a tricky one. It isn't 6,200, it's 6,400, because each little square is going up in 200s. So that one's wrong, that's right, that's good, that's correct. And on yours, a 2.5 year is going to be 3,200, because again you've misread what each little square is worth. So 3 marks out of 5 there, 5 marks for the page. Right, so the mistakes you made there, if you take a look at the video clip and I explain there, it is something we will be practicing in the coming weeks. It isn't 2x cubed, it's 2x to the 4, but it is 12x, so you get 1 mark for that. That one's not right, again watch the video clip, and similarly that one's not right either. So if you watch how I go through those on the video, and it is something we will be practicing in the coming weeks. 3311 is correct, but what you then need to do is see what happens if you put two tables together and you still get your 3, but now you've lost the 1 from the middle bit there because they're joined up. So you need to see what impact that has on the tables and chairs as you keep putting them together. So again, take a look how I explain that on the video, and hopefully it makes sense. And then the last couple of questions, 1, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done. The first person to get that right. For this one, again, take a look how I explain that on the video clip there. You're doing the right thing with the out of 6 times out of 6, but the numbers on top aren't right with you. So take a look how I explain that on the video. But those 4 marks, well done. Right, you reckon 40. I reckon you've done better than 40, Ellie. Let's see. 9, 15, 16, 20, 24, 26, 31, 32, no, 36. I was thrown then by the fact you got that very last question right. So 36 is an F. It is 1 mark off an E, but it's quite away from the 60 that you need for a grade C. So go through that. There are a number of earlier questions in that paper that you should have been able to get right and you didn't, and then you showed me at the end that you know, you got a good grasp of some of the harder maths. So there's no question that will improve.